there's a lot of reaction to what President Trump calls Liberation Day. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
The United States will implement reciprocal tariffs on other nations.
And they are responding worldwide.
Facing a 20% tariff on exports to the US, the European Union's Ursula von der Leyen's warning of immense consequences.
Millions of citizens will face higher grocery bills. Medication will cost more, as well as transportation.
She says the taxes will be a major blow to the world economy. China also unimpressed. Unilateral bullying, according to Beijing's foreign ministry.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. Some countries will pay more under these tariffs depending on how much they charge for American exports, but imports from all countries are affected.
The president's going to impose a flat tariff rate of 10% across the board. So the president believes this move will level the trade playing field and protect national security. He sees large trade deficits as the sum of all trade imbalances.
That's Fox Business Network's Edward Lawrence. Now, a big sell-off looms on Wall Street as stock markets drop overseas. Dow futures are plunging 1,000 points before today's trading. Millions of Americans are in the path of a storm system that forecasters warn could lead to generational flooding. Some areas could get over a foot of rain through Sunday, and stormy day and night after that left one person dead in Missouri. Damage in several states like Kentucky. Fox Weather's Robert Ray's in Paducah.
It has been a devastating, brutal past 24 hours across so many states. Incredible rain that is falling here. Torrential rain this morning amid the debris and the destruction. This church ripped apart by a twister, potential twister. National Weather Service has to come out when the sun comes up and designate it. But listen to how the water is beginning to pool up. And it is going to continue for days ahead.
In Burma, the number of earthquake deaths now tops 3,000, with more feared in areas hard to reach. America's listening to Fox News.
Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hands.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
That heat's going to be out there for one more day.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com. Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now.
People in Lithuania are paying respects to the 4 American soldiers who died during a training mission. A procession will take their coffins through the capital, Vilnius, before the 4 soldiers' remains are returned to the U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in Brussels now, along with the new U.S. ambassador to NATO, Matt Whitaker, for talks with our allies that may focus a lot on European concerns. The U.S. will do less to secure that region as talks continue trying to end Russia's war in Ukraine. In Congress, another security issue was in focus at a House hearing. Cyber attacks targeting the U.S. by China and other adversaries.
South Carolina Republican Congressman William Timmons called the issue
one of the most pressing national security challenges of our time.
Virginia Democrat Suhat Subramaniam agreed.
Programs like Salt Typhoon are actively infiltrating our networks and gaining access to sensitive information and credentials.
That Chinese hacking effort disrupted the telecommunications industry. Witness Josh Steinman, a cybersecurity expert, said the vulnerabilities are far more widespread.
Those include transportation, water, power, sewer, and the defense industrial base.
Former AT&T Chief Information Security Officer Edward Amoroso warned that if we don't improve our defenses,
then I think we'll look back on Salt Typhoon as perhaps child's play.
Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
In baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers won again, beating Atlanta on a Shohei Ohtani walk-off home run. The defending World Series champion Dodgers are now 8-0. The Braves fall to 0-7. San Diego is 7-0 with a win over Cleveland. And on the ice, Alex Ovechkin gets closer to history.
Strom coordinating Ovechkin. One time, he scores! The chase is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
The call on Monumental Sports. Ovechkin's 3 goals shy now, breaking Wayne Gretzky's career NHL goals record. However, Ovechkin's team, Washington, lost the game to Carolina. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. State senators passed a bill this week that would impose a tax of up to 10% on vape products. Bill sponsor Ken Yeager has framed the legislation as an effort to crack down on youth vaping and to stop illicit Chinese vapes from flooding the markets. House committees will consider the bill later this week. The latest construction numbers indicate that the building industry in Putnam County is thriving. County Mayor Randy Porter said Wednesday that the county issued 54 building permits last month, totaling $16.3 million in construction. Porter said that's the most construction for 1 month since he started keeping data in 2014. A portion of West Broad Street in Cookeville closed Wednesday after the brick facade fell off in Grafted Word Church. No injuries occurred, but one vehicle parked in front of the building sustained damage. City officials say they do not know what caused the bricks to fall. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:06. Today is the 3rd of April.
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, is it? Yes, it is.
Right.
Yes, it is. There's thunderstorm warnings, tornado watches. It's in the area. So thunderstorms are very close moving in this area, and flash flood warnings too. So low-lying areas. I heard that on our other station, Country Giant. It said, turn around, don't drown.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm like, that's a big saying, and please remember that because we want everybody to be safe because there's lots of, weather coming.
Yeah, it looks like, and, I'm not Anthony Taylor or nothing.
Right.
But it looks like they're weakening just a tad as they get closer to.
Well, I hope that's the case.
Me too. So if not, we'll keep you updated here. In fact, we'll just go straight to Upper Cumberland weather, where you can hear Anthony tell you as things are happening. So we'll make that determination when things start happening. It's 6:08 now.
And it's time for things you need to know.
Yeah.
And the Cream City sign, they're right across from the radio station on Willow Avenue. They've got their new Lazy Cow Creamery. My apologies. Lazy Cow Creamery has their brand new sign up.
Yeah.
They said more updates coming soon, and on their Facebook page, it's just the way they've got the picture. You can see the radio station on the other side
really?
too. Yeah, that's really.
Oh, neat.
I was like, oh, thanks for putting us in there.
It was cool watching them put that sign up.
They've been working hard over the last few months.
Yeah. I was coming back from somewhere and I pulled into my normal parking spot and it was like, well, what's that? They had on a big crane and stuff.
Yeah.
There's something about watching somebody operate one of those big cranes that's amazing.
And they make it look easy, but I bet that's not as easy as it looks.
I would say.
You know me, I would have had the Lazy Cow sign over on the Willow Avenue.
Ooh, it would have been terrible.
It would have been like, oh, she put it on the Willow Avenue.
Now we got to dodge this thing.
Must have been Sheila working it.
We'll hear a little bit later from Carlin Reel from the Putnam County Cookeville Chamber of Commerce about their state of early childhood education thing that they're doing. But for you early listeners, just wanted to let you know in case you're already at work or doing something a little bit later. It's April the 10th, and it's from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and Corby King will be a speaker. One of the school board members, Jill Ramsey, will be a speaker, and pre-K coordinator Allison Painter, and pre-K through fourth grade curriculum supervisor Diana Wood will be there too. about all the different initiatives that the Putnam County school system has moving forward. So looking forward to talking to Carlin about that.
Yes, and like he said, she's going to be coming in at 7:30 along with the sponsor, Recreational Concepts. I think they do playgrounds and things like that for schools, so both of them will be in around 7:30. Now, the reason I said Cream City, we do have news about Cream City. It's shining bright over Cookeville, 75 years of Cream City. The exhibit will be opening soon at the Cookeville History Museum. I think it opens this Saturday, and it's free to go see that at the Cookeville History Museum. It's going to feature displays detailing the historic development of the sign and Cream City and what it all has meant for this area over 75 years. That's pretty amazing.
That's awesome. I didn't know that this thing even existed, but I guess it sure does. The Tile Council of North America. The Tile Council of North America. It's a trade association, and it's for people who manufacture ceramic tile installation, tile equipment, raw materials, anything related to tile.
Anything related to tile.
Nothing but tile.
Ceramic tile's a big business, though.
They recently honored Tennessee 6th Congress District Representative John Rose as a friend of the U.S. tile industry. So congratulations to John Rose.
Also, this Saturday, it's called Tennessee Real ID. That's where you get a star on your driver's license, and you've kind of been vetted. If you haven't done that, there's a lot of driver services centers. Cookeville is one of them that are participating across the state of Tennessee to make a big push to get everybody's real ID.
I thought we had till May.
It is, yes.
It is May.
You're right, but here it is.
Yeah, we got April.
We got a couple.
We're right here at May.
That's true, and so they're making a push this Saturday at drivers testing centers.
Okay.
And Cookeville is one of those taking advantage of that. It's like the centers across the state for current Tennessee credential holders who want to get the real ID. You have to have that if you're going to fly anywhere.
You have to take anything extra for that?
Yes, you do. You can go to tennessee.gov/safety. But I know you have to, like, if you're married, you have to take your marriage license. I had to take where we got married, when we got married, why my name was changed,
why does
all
that
that.
matter?
Well, because my name was changed on, when I got married, I took my husband's name, and they got to say proof that I was definitely married instead of lying. Because that's your vet.
You've been married for 35 years.
Yep. But you still have to
name
have
on your license is obviously
you still
correct.
had to have it. They want everything.
Oh my gosh.
So there's so many documents you have to have. It doesn't matter if your name is already on that.
I'm already worn out from it.
It's a lot of documentation we had to carry.
I'll just have to hope Maddie doesn't move anywhere.
But if you got to fly, they're not going to let you on if you don't have that star on your driver's license.
Somebody will fly me.
They'll go, he's that Jason Grider. Are you on the radio?
Somebody, if there's a pilot around here somewhere.
Somebody knows you somewhere that you're going to
somewhere.
get there, right?
Yeah, I don't care if it's on one of those, biplanes. I'll get there.
That's right. You're going to get to your little girl. But, the date is May 7th that it has to be done by.
Yeah, I've been counting down the days.
You've been counting down the days to when you're not going to have it?
Well, I know I need to go get it.
Mm-hmm.
But all that information seems way big brothery to me.
Yeah, it was a lot. And where I got this information is Tennessee Department, Tennessee Department of Driver Services, maybe?
Yeah.
It's on Facebook, too, and they've got a link that shows where you have to go to get it and what you have to bring.
Yeah.
So please, before you wait in a long line, because I saw so many people when I went
That's why I asked,
to get it.
What else you got to take?
There's so many people they turned down and would not let them, even though they'd been waiting all day.
'Cause I'd heard it was an infringement on our privacy, but I didn't know how bad it was.
It's a lot. It's a lot of paperwork.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Adrian Vinas, MD, and Adrian, I'm pretty sure I'm not saying your last name right if you're listening or watching. A sports medicine physician has joined Tier 1 Orthopedic and Neurosurgical Institute. So they get another one over there. Way to go, Dr. Vinas. That's all I got, Sheila.
I have one more.
All right.
The city of Cookeville has a new director of public works. It is Mary Beth Elrod. She has been with the Public Works Department since May of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
She is replacing Blake Mayo, who is stepping down after nearly 2 years as the department's director. She'll take over beginning April 15th. So congratulations to her.
That's right around the corner, too.
Blake has taken another position somewhere else, so they're wishing him well as well.
I guess I do have one more thing you need to know.
All right.
And it was announced yesterday that 1077, the frequency you could be listening on right now, probably are if you're listening to us on the radio, on the 18th, so in 15 more days, WHUB will become 1077 Grace FM. And it's going to be a contemporary Christian music station. So I know that came as a shock to a lot of people, but plenty of people in the community were excited about it too.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you, I'm excited about it.
I'm excited about it.
I think it's going to be great. And then a lot of people were asking, well, what's going to happen to Good Morning Cookeville? Well, Good Morning Cookeville is going to be on Hub Plus. And, and that's all we know right now. And it may end up being better that way. So we'll see. We don't know. Everything's a work
Work in progress.
Everything's a work in progress.
WIP.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to that. It's going to kick off on Good Friday. So be a lot of good contemporary Christian music leading up to the drone show. So that's going to be really cool that they're doing over the big crossover here on I-40 behind the river. And you'll also be able to watch that on Hub Plus as well. Got some good camera angles figured out yesterday about how that's going to look. So you'll be able to watch the drone show on Hub Plus, channel 192, the Hub Plus Facebook page, YouTube, the whole bit. And so we're excited to be part of that as well.
I know a lot of folks are wondering where to find Good Morning Cookeville in their car. We'll probably still be streaming on Good Morning Cookeville.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
our Facebook page there and also YouTube.
If you can Bluetooth to your car audio, you just get on Facebook or YouTube.
Right.
Push play, and there you go.
And you could still hear us. We'll still
to
have
us in
all
your
great
car.
guests
Yeah.
and yeah.
Or if you might be old school and need to plug it into your radio.
Mm-hmm. And that's fine too.
But even my car's got Bluetooth.
Yeah, mine too.
Mine's like almost 10 years old. So hopefully y'all might have to upgrade cars to keep listening to us is what I'm saying. Anyway, we hope that you do continue to watch and listen as we make this move. Again, that's going to be on the 18th, Good Friday, 1077 Grace FM coming to the WHUB frequency. 6:18 now with Jason and Sheila live from the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Deliver phenomenal 5-star service to every client, every time. Visit tnelevate.com.
You've prolonged it enough. 1 year quickly turned into 2, 2 years into 10, and now you've lost track of how long it's been since you've seen the dentist.
A trip to the dental office can be a scary thing for many people, but there is help. Hi, I'm Dr. Sandy Hayes.
And I'm Dr. Kevin Hayes. At Hayes Family Dentistry, we're changing the way people think about going to the dentist. We use the latest advancements in dental technology, including sedation dentistry, which offers hope to people who fear going to the dentist, or patients who need to have a lot of dental work done in just fewer appointments.
With one little peel, you'll ease bodies into a state of relaxation, and all of your fears will melt away, allowing us to correct years of dental problems, often in just one visit.
For more information, call us at Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614. Or visit HayesDentistry.com and find out how easy it is to have the smile you've always wanted.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Gentry's Power Equipment, your trusted Exmark dealer in Cookeville. For over 35 years, Exmark has been pioneering innovation, offering legendary durability and unmatched cut quality. Whether you're a professional landscaper or a homeowner, our range of commercial and residential mowers is designed to meet your needs. Hurry in for 0% financing for 48 months on select models, just in time for spring mowing. Gentry's Power Equipment, 755 Buffalo Valley Road, Cookeville, where big boy toys are their specialty.
Seems everything costs more these days. Gas, groceries, and when's the last time you checked your wireless bill? When it comes to Big Wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get your second month free for a limited time. You'll get the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill. Plans start at just $20 a month. Here's Veronica and Jackie, real customers.
I didn't know that I could get something for a lot less money that was actually better than who I was with before.
Anytime anybody complains about their cell phone bill, we say, you've got to check out Consumer Cellular.
And now for a limited time, new customers can get their second month free when they use promo code SECONDFREE. Just call, click, or bring us your bill and see how much you can save. Because when it comes to Big Wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit a store near you, or consumercellular.com and use code SECONDFREE to get a free second month. Real people paid to share their opinions in this ad. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:22 now.
And it's time for your 2 cents. It's brought to you by Freedom Pond. It's on Mayberry Street in Sparta.
Freedom Pond.
I'm telling you. And, go to their Facebook page, too, Freedom Pond. You can see some of the items that they have. I think they put up something yesterday, and I was looking at all the pictures. They're getting new stuff in all the time, so it's hard to really know what all they've gotten, what they've sold, and but we know.
I saw they had
your gun and ammo store.
Had a drum set with double bass drums.
Oh.
And I wanted it. Donna said no again.
She says no to that drumming because she knows you really can't drum.
She don't know I can't. She don't know I can, but she don't know I can't.
She just knows it will be loud in the house.
I might be a natural.
He thinks he's a natural at everything, y'all.
But you don't know till you try.
Oh, I'm thinking you could get a good beat going. I just know it would be loud. She knows that. And she's like, no, no, no.
I got rhythm.
But after a week, you'd be done with it.
Maybe.
Oh, you'd be bored of it.
Anyway, let's move along.
All right, then. Your 2 cents question. Who is the most overrated band of all time?
Most overrated band of all time?
Yeah, that's a hard one, isn't it? Listen, I'm going to say Toby's right away because I have not heard this band in quite some time. And I was like, really? Of all the people I've been reading, he goes, the Kentucky Headhunters. And I'm like, they were actually really good.
Well, they were kind of a one-trick pony.
They were. They had a couple of hits, but I really liked their hits. I thought they were good in concert.
I'll turn up Walk Softly on This Heart of Mine.
I know.
But
and Dumas Walker.
The best song they had was My Daddy Was the Milkman.
You know what? That was a great song.
And they also did a good job on Spirit in the Sky.
Oh, they did. I forgot they did a version of that. Yeah. Did they just have that? Was it just one album or just a couple albums?
No, they've had more than that. It's just the first album is the one that
got all the stuff on it we like.
Their first album is also their greatest hits.
Yeah. It's so funny.
So he might be right there a little bit, but
I'm just thinking of there's so many people that's putting even bigger bands on there.
They're
But
still fun to watch, and when they had them at Live in Livingston, you couldn't stir them with a stick. So
Yeah.
people still love the Kentucky Headhunters.
I do too. I just think they're fun.
They're fun to watch.
Yeah. And so you're thinking about you don't have anybody that you.
Well, I only have one. It'll make people mad, and I've already made enough people mad. This
I know
week,
who you're
so.
thinking, and somebody else put it down here.
What did they say?
Let me see who it was that put it. It's the Beatles you're thinking of.
Is it?
Oh yeah,
I wasn't gonna say it.
Michael Stevenson said the Beatles. Not even close. He's like, not even close. No other one.
I didn't say it.
Michael did.
Michael did.
I was shocked. There's a couple of people that said Kiss.
Kiss is overrated. Paul Stanley's not a good singer.
But you like them.
I like the show
But
of
we
them.
can. I mean, you can like people and still have sense about.
Yeah. That's
Are they overrated with their live performing though?
Oh no.
Because I'm thinking that's why people thought. I think that's why people liked them. It was the showiness, the makeup that they created for themselves.
They are showmen.
Yeah.
Not great.
Showmen and great businessmen.
But they're not great musicians or singers. But
They don't suck, but
they
they're
didn't
not the
have
greatest.
To be. They didn't have to be.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
They
Paul
knew what they were good at and went with
Right.
it, which was performing and showman.
it was good enough.
Mhm.
And then they put some makeup, some fire, and some cool outfits, and all of a sudden,
They were smart. I
Yeah.
think Gene Simmons is underrated with his intelligence. I think he's smart.
I agree with
I
that.
think he's brilliant.
But they are right. They are overrated. You know, like I like listening to Poison.
Somebody said they were overrated.
They're
too.
overrated. They are.
Sarah Bird hurt my feelings just a little bit.
What'd she
and I
say?
know a lot of people don't like them.
Who?
The Bee Gees. But let me tell you, Barry Gibb is one of the best writers ever. Ever. They wrote so many songs. They had so many #1 songs. But I mean, a lot of people just don't like that music.
I'm gonna trigger Sheila here. Duran Duran.
They're not overrated. They had the 80s on lockdown.
Did they?
They sure did. And they're still going on, still performing. They're great performers. Okay, they're not the best ever, but they're one of my favorites.
Well, definitely not the best ever, but but to me they landed in that Poison, Kiss kind of thing.
I have to say they're better than Poison. They have more hits than Poison.
Yeah, they did have more hits.
Mm.
Yeah.
You admit that?
Well, yeah.
There's a couple of folks that say Pink Floyd.
Ooh, I do not agree with that.
You have to be into the kind of, I don't know how to explain their music.
Well, and I think that's the thing.
And it's people's tastes is what it amounts to.
Yeah.
Some people are going to, but I do not like, who's the band? Gosh, now I can't remember.
Ricochet.
Geddy Lee.
Oh,
Rush.
I love Rush.
I think they're all extremely talented, but sometimes his choppy voice, I just can't hear it.
Yeah.
But I know that he's talented. I know the band is good. Just not one of my favorites.
I'm a big Rush fan. Did you hear me say Ricochet?
Yeah, but I liked them. Ricochet.
That is money. Her mama's good looks, and look who's looking
at me.
And then that was Ricochet's greatest hit.
I know you're going to, this might trigger me more than Duran Duran.
What?
I don't like it when you say you don't like them.
Who?
Rolling Stones, because I really think they were one of them and Led Zeppelin started rock music.
It's not, and here's
The showmanship of rock music.
Here's the thing. It's not that I think the Rolling Stones aren't talented. I
just think they're not all that. And
they're
I
just
think
not
if
my-
you were looking at the history of rock, everybody tries to be like Mick Jagger.
Oh, totally.
Every
Yeah.
good rock band
I think,
gets the
I think
performing.
that they are. I think they're a fantastic band. I think that their showmanship is awesome, and they're for sure iconic. It's just there were some of their songs that
I mean, you can't always get what you want, Jason.
like Honky Tonk Woman or Women. That's a great song,
It's not even their best
but it's their good song, you know.
because it's talking about women.
Anyway, anything else on there, Sheila?
Yes, you're going to be happy.
What?
That Eileen said Nirvana. And I know you think they're overrated. Well, I don't know if you think they're overrated. He said they started the whole grunge movement, and that just made rock go down.
Well, rock had done it to itself a little bit because they'd gone from, several, it was good, and then the record companies got a hold of it. They tried to make everybody this one thing, and
that's true.
And they,
this is good. Everybody's liking this. Let's try to make everybody this.
Yeah, they hit big with Poison.
Mm-hmm.
Then they tried to make everybody Poison.
And nobody can be Poison.
And there's only room for one of those.
Yeah. Okay, one more that I'll give you, and I think this is wrong, Jeremy. I don't agree with you. The Eagles, I don't think they're overrated. I think everybody in that band was super talented.
They're overrated.
But that's fine if you don't like them.
And who was that said the Beatles? Shame on you! How dare you go against the Beatles?
Yeah, that was
Shame.
Michael
Shame.
Stevenson.
Shame, Michael. It's 6:30, and coming up, we've got spoiler alerts. That's what's coming up next. So we'll get to that here in just a minute on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live from the Willow Window Studio. Hang out. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. State senators passed a bill this week that would impose a tax of up to 10% on vape products. Bill sponsor Ken Yeager has framed the legislation as an effort to crack down on youth vaping and to stop illicit Chinese vapes from flooding the markets. House committees will consider the bill later this week. The latest construction numbers indicate that the building industry in Putnam County is thriving. County Mayor Randy Porter said Wednesday that the county issued 54 building permits last month, totaling $16.3 million in construction. Porter said that's the most construction for 1 month since he started keeping data in 2014. A portion of West Broad Street in Cookeville closed Wednesday after the brick facade fell off in Grafted Word Church. No injuries occurred, but one vehicle parked in front of the building sustained damage. City officials say they do not know what caused the bricks to fall. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Los Angeles Dodgers improved to 8-0 on the season after coming back to beat the Atlanta Braves 6-5 on a walk-off home run from Shohei Ohtani last night. The winless Braves led 5-0 entering the bottom of the second inning. Atlanta falls to 0-7 to start the season. Elsewhere in the MLB, the Rangers beat the Reds 1-0 for a second straight game. Cardinals topped the Angels 12-5. Mets beat the Marlins 6-5 in 11 innings, and the Yankees fell to the Diamondbacks 4-3. Sacramento State football is submitting a request to the NCAA to transition from FCS to FBS as an independent school. Since they do not have a conference invite, the NCAA must grant the request. The Hornets went 3-9 last season and hired former UNLV offensive coordinator Brendan Marion to be their next head coach. Sacramento State basketball also just hired Mike Bibby to be their new head man for this upcoming season. Tennessee Tech softball beat Bellarmine yesterday in run rule fashion 9-1 in 6 innings. McKaylee Harris drove in 5 runs for the Golden Eagles, who improved to 11-23 with the win. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank.
I'm Stuart Varney, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stock futures are skidding. Dow futures have been down more than 1,000 points following the Trump administration revealing new tariffs. A blanket 10% tariff is going into effect on Saturday. Country-specific tariffs on countries the U.S. considers bad actors will happen next week. Auto tariffs of 25% went into effect overnight. Ford, which makes most of its vehicles in the U.S., is planning discounts. It will open up employee pricing to all U.S. customers until June 2nd. Ford says 79% of the vehicles it sells in the U.S. are made here. Wedbush analyst Dan Ives says tech stocks will clearly be under major pressure. Apple shares are down more than 7% this morning. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda, invested in you.
National security is at risk, and China controls most of the world's supply of antimony, a critical metal for military and defense technology. Military Metals Corp is taking action and securing a Western-controlled supply with projects in Europe and North America. Critical minerals are the backbone of modern defense. Now's the time to pay attention. The stock trades on the OTC under ticker MILIF. Call your broker today or go to www.militarymetalscorp.com.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. A wind advisory will go into effect later this morning. Winds will be out of the south today at 15 to 25 miles per hour with gusts to 45 miles per hour expected. Skies will be partly sunny with highs soaring into the lower 80s. Thunderstorms will be possible tonight. Storms could be severe with damaging winds, large hail, and isolated tornadoes possible. Lows will be very mild in the upper 60s.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways. Engineers are answering the call to create solutions that decrease our dependence on fossil fuels, taking lessons from the best engineer out there, nature. Engineers are creating cleaner, safer, and reliable energy. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
Good morning, Cookeville. With Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're live in the Willow Window studio. It's 6:36 now.
And if you stepped outside, it seems kind of unseasonably warm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know it's spring now, but it feels very, very humid out there. So that's where all these storms are coming in. We've got tornado watches. We also have a flash flood watch that's in effect. The rain is coming. So just be careful this morning. We have 68 right now, a high getting up to about 80 by the afternoon. So all that warm air. Well, I'm not the meteorologist that our good guy from Upper Cumberland weather is.
Taylor.
Anthony Taylor. Yeah. I was like, I know you, Anthony, but I couldn't think of the name right now. My brain just.
Yeah. Looks like most of the rain now is north of Cookeville, like Livingston, Carthage just got some, just went through a storm. Livingston's getting some heavier rain right now. If you're 111 bound Cookeville to Livingston, you're definitely running into some rain. But it looks like the hardest stuff is either over or almost over, but still some just steady looking rain there on radar. If things get bad, we'll go straight to Anthony Taylor at Upper Cumberland Weather. And, of course, you can watch him on Hub Plus. You can live stream him there or on his Facebook or YouTube or anything like that.
He's so great.
You can always search.
He concentrates on this area.
Upper Cumberland Weather.
Yes.
Yeah. On TV tonight, spoiler alert time, Elton John and Brandi Carlile will be on Jimmy Fallon. Noah Wiley will be on Stephen Colbert.
He's got a brand new show. He was on ER for the longest, and I think he's on a new show now. Can't remember the name of it, but
Bill Burr will be on Seth Meyer. I
like Bill Burr.
I haven't watched his new comedy special yet.
It's hilarious.
I have to wait for everybody else to be asleep because he says the F-bomb a lot.
Yeah, he does. It's not a children's comedy show.
No, but it's, again, one of those things that, we're all allowed to watch somebody get chopped up.
Because they like horror movies.
On a horror movie. Hey, let's watch this psychopath for 2.5 hours. Woohoo! Let's get some popcorn. Won't that be fun? But heaven forbid Bill Burr say the F word a few times.
Or act angry.
Yeah. On TV tonight, regular TV, 911 is on CBS. So is Dr. Odyssey and Grey's Anatomy. Matlock is on ABC. Next Level Chef is on Fox. So is Farmer Wants a Wife. On NBC, Law and Order Law and Order Special Victims Unit. That's pretty much it. New to streaming though, The Bondsman, season 1 on Amazon. Devil May Cry, that's on Netflix, season 1 of that. Jurassic World Chaos Theory, that's on Netflix, season 3 of that.
I didn't even know that was on.
I didn't either. And then Pulse is on Netflix, season 1. So I guess today is a big Netflix day. Oh, that Bondsman was going to be on Amazon. I don't know if I said Netflix or not, but I meant Amazon. Sorry about that. David Fisher will direct a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Quentin Tarantino. It's the script, and Brad Pitt will be reprising his role as stuntman Cliff Booth.
He was my favorite character on that movie.
I think he was everybody's favorite character.
He was so cool.
Yeah. Ice Cube will write and star in a new Friday. Last Friday will be the 4th entry into the comedy series, and first since Friday After Next in 2002. Wonder what that's going to show. Wonder what that,
I don't know.
That'll be interesting.
That'll be good, I think.
Now they're older.
Yeah. Which would be funny because we're older.
Yeah. I would say it'd be about the same age.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll watch it.
It'll be like the Karate Kid. You know, everybody's older, about the same age as us, and we're like, this is funny. Take us back to the 80s.
Right, yeah. Cher paid tribute to her former boyfriend, Val Kilmer, saying, "We will miss you. You are funny, crazy, pain in the bleep, great friend, and brilliant as Mark Twain."
Aw.
Wow. They dated in the 80s. I didn't know Val Kilmer dated Cher.
I didn't know that either, but I could see it after, but she put a picture of them up together too. And I just think he was so creative. He really was. I mean, if you only know him through Top Gun, that's just a small part of what he did. I thought he was great as Jim Morrison in The Doors.
Yeah.
I thought he was great in that movie.
I'm not a big Doors guy, but you're right. He was great in that.
I mean, he looked like he was Jim Morrison.
Is that you telling me that that he got so into that role that whenever he started singing some of the songs that the original band members from The Doors couldn't tell if it was him or Jim Morrison?
I knew about that. I don't know if it was me that told you that, but I mean, he was really into that role.
Maybe Donna that told me that. I'm not sure, but one of y'all told me.
I think he was underrated. He was still a good actor when he couldn't even talk hardly when he reprised his role in Maverick, Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when you can't really talk as well and you just have your facial expression, he was really good in that role.
He was, yeah. I'm glad he was in it, too.
Me too.
Kelly Clarkson is considering leaving her talk show when her contract expires next year to spend more time with her kids. A source says Kelly's number one priority is her children, and they always will be. She recently took a 2-week hiatus for personal reasons, and so maybe that was the reason. Maybe there's something going on with her kids or whatever.
And also, I don't think people realize just how, it's really time consuming, and I'm sure it takes her away from her family a lot. But I know she loves it. I know it's not going to be an easy decision, but when it comes to your family, that's first.
There's a reality show star, Teddy Mellencamp. Do you know what?
That's John Mellencamp's daughter.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
She recently shared that after believing she had overcome cancer, doctors have discovered 4 more small tumors in her brain.
That's sad. She's young.
Yeah.
Maybe 30s. But real beautiful lady. And she said her daddy checks on her every day, calls her every day.
I'm sure.
And, he always seems all tough and everything, but he's probably a good daddy.
She went and she underwent surgery to remove 4 brain tumors. This was in this past February after experiencing severe headaches. But they've all come back.
Oh, I hate hearing that. That's awful.
And Mark Ronson injured himself during a performance while attempting to adjust a stage monitor. It happens as you get older.
Yeah. You think you can do it, and then...
Yeah. I got a huge crick in my neck yesterday putting my seatbelt on.
Don't you hate when it's like
putting my seatbelt
my husband opened the fridge one day and turned wrong, threw his back out.
Yeah.
And he goes, how does people throw their back? I said, I don't know. It happens. We're older.
I hate that. You know, if I was going to hurt myself and I did it in some way that was
cool.
Yeah.
Opening the fridge or
Yeah.
just turning wrong, putting on your seatbelt.
But putting on your seatbelt?
Something you wouldn't even have done in the 80s.
Right.
We don't need no daggum seatbelt.
I tell you, ever since I had to start wearing a seatbelt, not smoke, it's been downhill. It's been downhill.
And ever since I quit smoking.
When I was having a Mountain Dew and Snickers for breakfast every morning,
Remember, you were also probably 30 years younger.
smoking cigarettes,
Watching Captain Kangaroo. Oh,
not-
that's a Statler Brothers.
and not having to wear my seatbelt. Those are the good days. And then so I put all that's gone.
But you don't remember you were young then. Young.
And now but it's gone straight downhill since then.
You think it's quitting all that stuff, huh?
I may take it all back up. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Stop by and see them. Give them a call, or maybe you're thinking about starting a career in real estate. Let Elevate Real Estate elevate you.
Ooh, that's good. I like it.
We'll be right back.
Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Looking for talented individuals who would like to join our team? Contact us today. Visit tnelevate.com.
Hey, how's your money situation? Are you ready for retirement?
I wish I could retire.
Well, if you want to know what the pros are doing to make wealth multiply and retire like royalty, then you need to listen to this show, Retire the Right Way, with Aaron Wright. Get your money right and tune in every weekend, Saturdays at 9 a.m. on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Join Upper Cumberland Habitat for Humanity for their Dream Builders Putnam Luncheon, Tuesday, May 13th from 12 to 1 p.m. at The Edge at Life Church. You'll get to hear from donors, homeowners, and volunteers. Admission is $25. And if you're interested in being a table host, please reach out to Casey at 931-528-1711, extension 6. It's Upper Cumberland Habitat for Humanity's Dream Builders Putnam Luncheon, May 13th, 12 to 1 at The Edge at Life Church.
Whether you prefer the connections of a small classroom or energy of an SEC school, the University of Tennessee system has the campus for you. I'm Randy Boyd, president of the UT system, inviting you to explore our 5 unique campuses in Knoxville, Chattanooga, Pulaski, Martin, and Memphis. With scholarships like the UT Promise, nearly half of our students graduate debt-free, making a UT education attainable for every Tennessee family. Start your journey at findyourut.com. 5 campuses, one just for you.
And I also say to you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades shall not prevail against it. Matthew chapter 16, verse 18. Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers with the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. Please visit our website at jerrywhitsonrdcoc.org and join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on our radio program, Words of Exhortation, as we study through the Gospel of Matthew right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Hey guys, it's Philip Gibbons for Carlin Chevrolet. Aren't you tired of being sold a car by the other guys? And once you leave the lot, the dealership acts like they don't even know you anymore? Well, at Carlin Chevrolet, they're not in the business of just selling cars. They're in the business of making you family by having the #1 customer service in the Upper Cumberland for over 10 years and lifetime oil changes. Carlin Chevrolet on the corner of Spring and Willow or carlinchevrolet.com. Carlin Chevrolet. Upfront, honest, home.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window studio. Willow Window got their summer space, and talking to John Norris a little bit yesterday about it.
Oh, and thank you, John Norris, for filling in for me yesterday.
He did a great job.
He's always great. Reached out to me and checked on me too. Just a little bit of family emergency still kind of going on. So I might be in and out. I might be here each day, but I appreciate y'all for stepping up, and John's always great. So that summer space is amazing.
It's so cool. And as you get ready for summer, if you want to do some upgrades outside your home to make that outdoor space better for you, and it's not just a bunch of pre-made, pre-stock. It can be whatever you want. I mean,
you tell them what you want, and they create it.
Yeah, it's really cool. So you can find out more info, willowwindow.pro. Every single day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that's positive and uplifting, and we call it
The Real Good.
Last October, the people of Belhaven, North Carolina, had a blast with the second annual Belhaven Trout Tournament and Festival. The event featured prizes, a pig cooking contest, and craft vendors.
So they don't call it a barbecue contest. It's a pig cooking.
Oh, I imagine they were cooking pigs in the ground.
Ooh, that's the best.
Which is an art form. The event was also a huge success, generating tens of thousands of dollars, about $30,000 in donations to the Beaufort County Community College for a new scholarship. The money will support students in healthcare programs like nursing and pharmacy, as well as skilled trades like heating and air techs and industrial sewing and truck driving, which are very important. Not surprisingly, the organizers of the event are hard at work getting ready for the next Belhaven Trout Tournament and Festival, and they're excited to donate even more money to give a boost to others in the community. I think it's great here in Tennessee. We got all kinds of ways to do that for no money.
Yeah.
I mean, being able to go take those first 2 years, and TCAT works with people all the time to get what they need done. And then our high schools are graduating kids who are already ready to go into the heating and air.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. So we are so far ahead of North Carolina.
That's right.
So far ahead. Makes you proud to be a Tennessean. Darren Burfitt, a greenskeeper at Swansea Wells, knowingly drove around with a winning Euro Millions ticket in his car for over 4 months. It wasn't until his 4-year-old son wanted some potato chips that Darren finally decided to check his lottery ticket. So I said unknowingly, drove around with it. The ticket was so crumpled they didn't even scan. But when his ticket numbers were entered into the computer, it showed he was an instant millionaire.
Whoa!
Man,
How
great
I wish that
is
would happen
that?
to me.
As the news sunk in, it dawned on him that because he leaves his car unlocked, anybody could have run off with it, but they didn't.
He's a lucky fella.
Yeah, him and his wife Gemma and their 2 kids are now planning their future. They have their sights set on buying their first home, and Darren wants a new pickup truck to replace his shed on wheels. that he has now is what he calls
That's
it.
pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Their first home, then he's
Yeah.
going to get a new vehicle.
Yeah, thank goodness that that little boy wanted some potato chips,
Mm-hmm.
and that Darren was a pushover dad and said, "Okay,
That's great.
whatever you want,
All right, then.
we'll get it done. I'm the cool dad." All right, Sheila. Yesterday I did not do good for you. I only added 1 to your score. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's better than none.
I'm sorry. It was awful. I did a
I
terrible
don't even know
job.
what my score is.
I think we are only at 5.
Maybe I can make up for it today. Let's hope. I don't know.
I don't know, but John Norris, as good a guy as he is, I mean, maybe one of the best guys we've ever been around. I'll just
Yeah.
throw that out there.
I
I'm
agree.
not saying that just because he's a sponsor, by the way.
No, he really is. He and
Really-
his wife really are good people.
Terrible hint giver.
So he did it. That you just got one, and he gave hints.
He tried.
I
Terrible.
would have thought you would have asked him the questions. He didn't want to do that.
I guess not. I gave him the option.
Okay. Yeah.
And here we go. Round 4 for this week's Ask Sheila.
All right.
According to the
Wait. Do we have a theme?
let's see. It looks like it's about food.
Yay.
According to USA Today, Americans collectively eat 100 pounds of this every second. What
Every
is it?
second?
Yeah. Wow. And this is
Is
America.
it like a snack food or?
It can be. Yeah. It's definitely a snack food. And it's a snack. This is something that could be in several different types of snacks.
Is it something I like?
I think so. Pretty sure.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know many people.
Types of stuff.
I don't know many
Chocolate.
people. There you go.
'Cause I was thinking
Chocolate.
different types.
Yeah.
That's my one to go-to snack. You
Amer-
said you think so. You ought to known I like chocolate. He didn't want to give it.
No, I couldn't decide if it was you or is it Tim that don't like chocolate?
No, he likes chocolate.
Or somebody who don't like chocolate.
Well, it is not either one of us.
Some around the radio station. Maybe it's Chastity.
I haven't seen many people that don't, but I do
There's
know of
somebody
one.
at the radio station who don't like chocolate.
Maybe Ray Ray.
Could
I think it's Ray Ray.
Americans have more than doubled their annual consumption of this since 1980, from 9.5 to 21 pounds per person. What is it?
Hamburger.
No, let's say we're way above 21 pounds per person.
Chicken.
Nope.
Am I close?
No.
No.
It's an Asian. It's more Asian and Hispanic than it is American.
Rice.
Rice. Way
That's
to go,
a great
Sheila.
hint. Thank you. I wouldn't have
She's on
got it.
Norris. That's how you give hints, brother.
I wouldn't have got it without that hint.
That's how you give hints.
Woo! I got two already.
You got 2. So we're up to 7. We are up to
We are up to 7.
See, now that I'm part of the score, my hints get better.
Yeah, that's true. See,
I'm on the team now.
You want to do well.
The average person from Alaska eats twice as much of this food compared to the average person from Michigan. What is it?
Blubber. I'm just like, that was my first thought. You know, the seals and all that. Alaska?
I will tell you this. It is something that is served cold.
Well, the first thing I thought of when you said something served cold is ice cream, but I wouldn't think Alaskans because it's cold there.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You're exactly right, Sheila.
He looked like, is that? You're like, you know it could be.
You got all 3 today, Sheila.
Hot dog, I did,
A
didn't
clean sweep.
I? I haven't done that in quite some time.
We are doing so good.
We are doing great. So Alaska, with it's cold and
Yeah.
Arctic,
Yeah,
they like ice cream. But who doesn't really?
I don't eat ice cream.
What?
I don't eat ice cream.
Ever?
Every now and then I might have a milkshake.
Oh, wait. You don't like the dairy stuff.
I don't do dairy.
It's not good for you. Your
Except for-
tummy gets upset.
Except for a cheeseburger. I do
You
love.
like that cheese.
I'll do a cheeseburger.
He hates cheese, but then loves cheese too.
Only on hamburgers.
It is better on a hamburger.
Yeah. But I don't do cheese on a lot of other things. Or milkshakes or ice cream or anything like that. But I will break that rule for a cheeseburger, and I will break that rule for queso. Absolutely. All right, coming up next, we got 7:30, right?
7:30. Carlin Reel from the Cookeville Chambers coming in.
Well, then it'll just be me and Sheila hanging out and having fun. Y'all love that.
Until
right?
7:30.
Right.
Sure they do.
Stick with it.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB Cookeville.
Another stock market plunge looms. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Dow futures are down more than 1,200 points, reacting to President Trump
instituting reciprocal tariffs on countries throughout the world. Reciprocal. That means they do it to us and we do it to them.
And he says that'll bring more manufacturing to the U.S.
We're also standing up for our great farmers and ranchers who are brutalized by nations all over the world.
Fox's Jared Halpern's at the White House.
The wide-ranging tariffs will hit nearly every U.S. trading partner. All imports are subject to a 10% baseline tariff, and goods from dozens of other countries will have reciprocal duties imposed at a rate of about half of what is charged for U.S. products.
Well, China calls this bullying, and there are no trade war winners as countries consider retaliation. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen warns of global economic harm.
We are already finalizing the first package of countermeasures.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio's in Europe at NATO's headquarters and talks with our allies, wanting the U.S., wanting Europeans to do more for their own security.
If the threats truly are as dire as I believe they are, and the members of this alliance believe they are, then that threat has to be confronted by a full and real commitment to have the capability to confront these things.
More Israeli airstrikes have hit Gaza overnight. Officials say more than 50 Palestinians killed.
The latest attacks were focused on Khan Yunis in the south of the Strip and Gaza City in the north. Israel intends to take control of large areas of Gaza and establish a new security corridor. It appears the southern city of Rafah is to be cut off, with civilians told to evacuate.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. There is storm damage in several states. One person was killed in Missouri, where tornadoes rolled through.
I heard it coming. I told my wife, get in the basement.
More twisters could form today, Mississippi to Ohio, with heavy rain that could also cause widespread flash floods in the next several days. America's listening to Fox News.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Only two things in life are certain, death and taxes. How about one more? Switch from Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile to cut your bill in half with Pure Talk. For just $25 a month, you get unlimited talk, text, 5 gigs of data on America's most dependable 5G network. Making the switch, it's simple, fast, and easy. You dial pound 250, you say the keyword Pure Talk, and make the switch. You do it now, you save an additional 50% off your first month. Pure Talk, wireless, by Americans, for Americans.
As President Trump's new tariffs take effect worldwide, Senate Democrats are pushing back on ones already imposed on Canada.
A measure to repeal the emergency declaration that allowed President Trump to put tariffs on Canada by a vote of 51 to 48.
The joint resolutions passed.
The bill offered by Democratic Senator Tim Kaine got backing from 4 Republicans, including former Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. President Trump had said those tariffs were part of a National Liberation Day, but Kaine said,
"It is a national sales tax day because that will be the result of the president's action."
The measure has little hope of passing the Republican-controlled House. In Washington, Jill Nato, Fox News.
Another deadline looms Saturday for TikTok to cut ties to its parent company or face a ban in the U.S., though President Trump could extend that again.
And now the New York Times reports Amazon is coming with an offer of an unknown amount. The report suggests that TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, is not seriously entertaining the offer by the Jeff Bezos company. But Amazon would be just the latest of American American parties interested in acquiring the video-focused social media network, often criticized as a China-operated security risk and influence tool.
That's Fox's Evan Brown. In baseball, the Dodgers win again, powered by Shohei Ohtani.
High fly ball to center field. Harris is back. Ohtani!
That was a walk-off home run to win it in the bottom of the ninth on Sportsnet LA to beat the still winless Atlanta Braves. The defending World Series champion Dodgers are now 8-0. San Diego also remains undefeated, beating Cleveland for a 7-0 start. In hockey, Alex Ovechkin scored again, and even though his Washington Capitals lost to the Carolina Hurricanes, it's his 892nd career goal. So Ovechkin is now just 3 away from breaking Wayne Gretzky's NHL career record. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. State senators passed a bill this week that would impose a tax of up to 10% on vape products. Bill sponsor Ken Yeager has framed the legislation as an effort to crack down on youth vaping and to stop illicit Chinese vapes from flooding the markets. House committees will consider the bill later this week. The latest construction numbers indicate that the building industry in Putnam County is thriving. County Mayor Randy Porter said Wednesday that the county issued 54 building permits last month, totaling $16.3 million in construction. Porter said that's the most construction for 1 month since he started keeping data in 2014. A portion of West Broad Street in Cookeville closed Wednesday after the brick facade fell off in Grafted Word Church. No injuries occurred, but one vehicle parked in front of the building sustained damage. City officials say they do not know what caused the bricks to fall. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila, and here we are in the lovely Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. I really like them. They're good people.
They really are, and just really positive, and they really care about their clients.
Yeah. So, and we appreciate them being sponsor here. Good morning, Cookeville, and especially with all the little changes and stuff that are going on. They said, we'll stick in there with you guys. We believe in it. So
yeah.
That means a lot.
It really does. So thank you guys so much.
And in case you missed it, some of the changes that are coming, and this isn't a huge change, really. I don't think. It's just you're going to have a different way of, as they say in the business, consuming our content.
That's big words.
Consuming our content. So, Good Morning Cookeville, you'll be able to watch and listen to on YouTube. You can just search for at Good Morning Cookeville on YouTube. Hub Plus, so on Roku, you can download the Hub Plus Roku app and watch live on there, along with other great shows that we're producing for Hub Plus and local sports. We'll be broadcasting the drone show above the cross.
Let me tell you, Jason, I didn't realize. I knew it would be kind of cool, the drone show, but we've seen a picture of it.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a picture.
Right.
This will be, you can see them flying above the cross
at
the
neat.
river, and it tells the story of the resurrection.
We'll also be broadcasting this year's National Day of Prayer from the courthouse on Hub Plus, and you'll be able to also hear that on the radio on the new 107.7 Grace FM, which is what News Talk 107.7 will become on April the 18th, which is why Good Morning Cookeville will be a video product, but you'll still be able to listen in your car. You have those Bluetooth radios where you can Bluetooth to it. Just put it on YouTube or Facebook. We'll be live streaming on that. It'll come right through your speakers in your car. We're going to work to have it to where you can listen on any of the Cookeville communication apps. So if you have any of the apps, you'll still be able to listen to Good Morning Cookeville. So we're going to be everywhere. I mean, so don't you worry about that. And more things will be happening on Hub Plus as well. So I know it's some big changes. I think in the end, it's going to be for the good of everything, you know. And
on Good Friday.
On Good Friday. And then, and of course on Grace FM 107.7 when that happens. And this will also be on 98.5 Kiss FM the night of the drone show. There's music and spoken word that goes along with that.
Yes.
And you'll be able to hear that while you're in your car, no matter where you're at in town. You can either 98.5 or 107.7 and be able to hear what goes with the story of the resurrection with the drone show.
That'd be great.
And it's all synchronized. They're even having to bring a special box to the radio station that talks to the drones.
It's amazing how they set that up. I don't even know how it all is going to work out, but I know it's going to be just phenomenal.
I think it's going to be really cool. I can't wait to watch that. So anyway, some changes coming. We're going to keep adding to Hub Plus. It'll definitely be worth you having it downloaded. Also on channel 192 on Twin Lakes TV or on Comcast. And if you don't get channel 192 on your cable system, if you don't get Hub Plus, call and ask for it. We'll gladly give them the feed.
We want to give them the feed.
So the more the merrier at this point. So anyway, so that's some of the changes that are going on. And we hope that you enjoy them all. And I know there's some that won't or aren't going to, and that's okay too. We still love y'all.
Yeah, most definitely.
There are flip-flops for sale for $690.
I would not pay that for flip-flops.
Well, I wouldn't wear flip-flops, period. I don't think grown men should wear flip-flops.
But to each his own.
Slides around the house or at the beach or at the pool, that's fine.
You're more of a slide guy.
Slides are fine.
So what's the deal with flip-flops?
They're like thongs for your feet. And men shouldn't wear thongs either. Shouldn't wear underwear thongs, shouldn't wear foot thongs. Men are not made for thongs.
Well, Jason said it.
The thong.
I know a lot of men wear flip-flops, though.
Yeah, I got buddies that wear flip-flops.
Well, I think you have to have well-manicured toes.
They know my stance.
Do you tell them?
Yeah.
You don't need to be wearing flip-flops?
Right. And then they'll say, at least it's not Crocs. But Crocs, I think, are better than flip-flops.
Because your toes are covered.
At least a little bit. Fellas, cover those feet. There's nothing attractive about a man's foot. Nothing. Women don't like it, and other men don't like it.
That's funny.
Cover up your feet.
Although I really don't like socks and sandals.
I don't like socks and sandals either. I think that's wrong as well.
And then some, after if you see them not wearing any socks, you're like, put the socks back on, please.
Yeah, so I'm saying feet are just so unattractive.
You don't have your toenails cut down to a presentable length.
I had a buddy once, and he had those, the yellow and green toenails. He had that little booger in there.
Oh gosh!
And he never
have some kind of foot fungus.
Something, and he'd wear flip flops. I'd be like, buddy, you're letting everybody know that your toes are green,
and he don't care.
He didn't care.
He can't help it.
And then I didn't know it till we were at his house, and he had a pool. Here he come out with his green toenails. I was like, oh. And he just got right in the pool, and I got to thinking, do I want to get in the pool? Do I want to get in there?
Will that chlorine take care of all that I was looking at?
Will that turn my toes green?
Yeah.
Because even though I don't want people to see my feet or see my toes, I still keep them high and tight. You know what I mean?
You don't have bad toes, actually. I've seen you in your slides.
I've got good toes.
You don't have green funk.
But I'm not going to, I just don't think a man's feet is something that should ever be. Anyway, these flip-flops are from the Olsen twins.
What?
And they're selling them on this highfalutin website where they're getting $690 for them.
Well, I wonder what they're made of that they're $600, or is it just that they're paying for the name? The Olsen flops.
Says there's nothing unusual about them. Rubber foot pad, cotton strap that comes up between your toes.
They're just really stealing from everybody. But then again, if you're gullible enough to pay $600 for a pair of silly flip-flops.
And here's the thing, Sheila. They're sold out.
People paid it?
People paid it.
Is it some unique color they can't get somewhere else?
Gray was the first one to to sell out.
So, do these Olsen twins, they have a big following then?
You got me.
I mean, I've heard of them. I know they were on Full House, but I didn't know they had that big of people that, the Olsen twins, I got to get these flip-flops.
Hey, don't forget their mystery movies.
Mystery movie.
Those are the worst. I remember Maddie wanting to watch that. The worst. Had that mystery figured out in like 2 minutes.
You need to ask Maddie if she owns a pair of those flip-flops and if she's a big fan.
I can tell you right now, she does not for $690.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Crazy.
She's a TJ Maxxer. That girl
That's
is.
right, because you get some good deals.
Yeah.
7:16
now. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us, guys. We'll be right back.
Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Deliver phenomenal 5-star service to every client, every time. Visit tnelevate.com.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Life in Tennessee is full of milestones. Your first car, a new home, the family you build, and the business you've worked so hard to grow. Through it all, Farm Bureau Insurance is there to make sure the important things like auto, home, life, and small business are well taken care of. Because when life moves forward, you deserve the peace of mind to enjoy every step along the way. Visit FBITN.com to find the right coverage for your auto, home, life, or business. Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Tennessee Insurance for Tennessee Life.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-WINDOW-1.
Call us before you dig. Accidents are caused each year because someone broke a gas line that they didn't know was there. Remember, not all of our lines are in the street. They go through your yard to the house. Don't take a chance. The Cookeville Gas Department will gladly check any area before you dig and tell you if there are any gas lines present. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas. Energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
Only 2 things in life are certain, death and taxes. How about one more? Switch from Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile to cut your bill in half with Pure Talk. For just $25 a month to get unlimited talk, text, 5 gigs of data on America's most dependable 5G network. Making the switch, it's simple, fast, and easy. You dial pound 250, you say the keyword Pure Talk, and make the switch. You do it now, you save an additional 50% off your first month. Pure Talk, wireless, by Americans, for Americans.
It's tax season. By now, we're all a bit tired of numbers, but here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now, here's a good number, $100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed. Save up to 40% in your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. That's LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY. Terms apply.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window studio. It's 7:19 now.
And our guest coming up in just about 10 minutes, we've got Carlin Reel from the Cookeville Chamber. They're doing a luncheon on the 10th, which is next Thursday. It's for early childhood education. And we'll talk to her along with their sponsor, Recreational Concepts. And that will be a good interview, so you'll stick around for that. Early childhood education is so important, so we'll find out more about that luncheon and what it means to the Cookeville area. That's all coming up.
Looks like most of the rain is ending up north of Cookeville, so if you're in Rickman, you're getting rain, but if you're in Sparta, you're not. And if you're in Cookeville, you're in between somewhere.
It's like all around us.
So you might not. Cookeville's pretty much the line. North of I-40 is the line right now where most of the heavier rain is, and it looks like the stronger storms peter out the closer that they get to us. So hopefully we'll be able to get out of this without too much damage, if any. But if you're in Spencer, it's just a normal day for you.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And it's very humid today, too.
That's Upper Cumberland weather.
It just feels so humid when you step out. So just be careful. Flash flooding, too, in different places.
Sure.
So flash flood
if you're
warning.
concerned and want to know what's going on in your particular area, I suggest watching Upper Cumberland weather on Facebook or YouTube or on the Hub Plus app. You can go there and scroll over a couple and be able to watch
Anthony Taylor
with Upper Cumberland weather there. 3 dumb headlines, Sheila.
All right.
So what we do here is, as we look through things to talk to y'all about, we see some headlines and we're like, well, okay, that looks like it could be interesting, but it's also pretty stupid. So we didn't read the whole thing, so we don't know exactly what it's about. So here we go. When bees get stressed, they become pessimist.
Oh, poor little bees.
I think that's everybody, though.
You know what I read yesterday?
What?
I don't know, because you're scrolling through Facebook and stuff, and it was some kind of science thing that came up, and it said,
Yeah.
Did you know bees have best friends just like humans? Like, they choose not to work with one over the other.
Really?
Because they've got best buddies. Or is it best buzzies?
Oh, Lord. Sheila.
Sorry, that was a dad joke.
The bees hierarchy thing is always funny.
They're pretty amazing little creatures.
Here's one, and I don't believe it.
Okay.
Dog licks aren't kisses.
I don't believe that either. There's no way.
I do think it is a show of
love
or submission. I'm not sure.
Sometimes I know Izzy, my last dog that I had, she would lick when she get nervous, like this,
Yeah.
Just like if she met somebody she didn't know and couldn't figure out, she was like.
I think it definitely has something to do with love, though.
But as far as my little toy poodle, she just gives me kisses, licks my nose, and it's like, oh, love you, love you, love you.
Like cats, they're trying to clean you.
Yes, I agree with that.
I do think dogs has something to do with love, because when I'm out and I'm petting all 3, and they're all, oh, this is great. Well, then Reggie and Ruby especially will just lick the air around them.
Mm-hmm.
There's love in the air. And I want some of that.
I love it. It's so sweet.
Yeah.
That you can't tell me my dog's not kissing me.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I don't even want to hear it.
How do they even figure that one out?
That's why I didn't read that one, because I'm like, they're wrong.
Well, that you didn't want to hear it.
No, I didn't. Because it's a lie. They're kissing me.
Of course they are.
Of course, it means love.
All right, and then the other one that we saw that I'm pretty sure Tim would not agree with. It says we're living in the golden age of mayonnaise.
Oh, he hates mayo.
But there is different types of mayonnaise. There's more different types of mayonnaise out than there's ever been.
He and his brother both. It must be a genetic thing because he and his brother both hate mayonnaise.
Well, we're kin, and I like mayonnaise. I'm more of a Miracle Whip guy, but I like mayonnaise.
But it's Miracle Whip. He doesn't even like Miracle Whip.
See, that's what I'm saying.
He doesn't like deviled eggs because there's mayo in it.
But now they've got all
Coleslaw.
the different flavors of mayonnaise. So you could go get.
He doesn't want it.
Okay.
Because I said that too, and he's like, nope. And I've even convinced him to try stuff from time. Nope. So I think he has a brain block about anything. If I tell him there's mayo in it, he's not going to want it. So even when I don't tell him no, he's like, is there mayo in this? His palate is very strong.
Oh.
Is it with you since y'all are kin?
No, I mean, I like mayonnaise.
But could you tell if something had mayo in it?
Probably.
See, your palate.
Yeah.
It's a very strong palate.
One more just for fun. Want to be a better conversationalist? Try trampoline listening.
You probably do have to listen a little harder because you're jumping and you're thinking about the jumping. And then it kind of makes your ears vibrate when you jump.
I wish
I don't know where that came from.
I wish I would have clicked that because then I would have known what that is. I may have to go and figure out what that is. Trampoline.
I mean,
listening.
why?
Well, it sounds like fun. That's why, Sheila.
You wouldn't jump on trampoline at our age?
I would too.
For how long?
I don't know. It's fun.
I bet you wouldn't even last a minute. Excuse me, a minute.
Well, that's mean-spirited, Sheila.
Okay, I was thinking about myself. I bet I won't even last a minute.
I bet I could.
A minute?
Easily.
2 minutes?
Easily.
5.
That'd be rough. That'd be rough.
There was a time I could stay on an elliptical for 30 minutes.
Oh, when the kids were little and we had a trampoline in the backyard, I was a great trampoliner.
We might have more fun than we thought. Maybe we should get a trampoline. Maybe that would be, we wouldn't even think about exercise and we'd be having so much fun.
No, Donna bought one of those little tiny trampolines.
I've had one of them too.
And you can jump on it.
It's not as fun as you thought it would be.
Oh, look, and then you can watch TV while you're doing it. It's like this isn't.
It's like, no, I want to sit down and really concentrate. It is harder to concentrate when you're jumping. So maybe that's what it means. You really have to concentrate on their conversation if you're jumping.
I don't know. Maybe we should have clicked it.
Now I'm interested.
Yeah, we'll be Googling that a little bit later. Still to come, we got Carlin Reels here from the Cookeville Chamber of Commerce, and then somebody from who's the other?
Recreational Concepts.
Recreational Concepts. They'll be in here in just a little bit, so stick around for that. We'll be talking about, well, their event about early childhood education and the symposium.
Ooh, big words.
That they'll be putting on.
You're just doing that to impress me. You know I like the big words.
But they've got a really great event coming on, so we'll tell you about that. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Appreciate them being a sponsor. And, of course, we're here in the lovely Willow Window Studio. Y'all hang out. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. State senators passed a bill this week that would impose a tax of up to 10% on vape products. Bill sponsor Ken Yeager has framed the legislation as an effort to crack down on youth vaping and to stop illicit Chinese vapes from flooding the markets. House committees will consider the bill later this week. The latest construction numbers indicate that the building industry in Putnam County is thriving. County Mayor Randy Porter said Wednesday that the county issued 54 building permits last month, totaling $16.3 million in construction. Porter said that's the most construction for 1 month since he started keeping data in 2014. A portion of West Broad Street in Cookeville closed Wednesday after the brick facade fell off in Grafted Word Church. No injuries occurred, but one vehicle parked in front of the building sustained damage. City officials say they do not know what caused the bricks to fall. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Los Angeles Dodgers improved to 8-0 on the season after coming back to beat the Atlanta Braves 6-5 on a walk-off home run from Shohei Ohtani last night. The winless Braves led 5-0 entering the bottom of the second inning. Atlanta falls to 0-7 to start the season. Elsewhere in the MLB, the Rangers beat the Reds 1-0 for a second straight game. Cardinals topped the Angels 12-5. Mets beat the Marlins 6-5 in 11 innings, and the Yankees fell to the Diamondbacks 4-3. Sacramento State football is submitting a request to the NCAA to transition from FCS to FBS as an independent school. Since they do not have a conference invite, the NCAA must grant the request. The Hornets went 3-9 last season and hired former UNLV offensive coordinator Brennan Marion to be their next head coach. Sacramento State basketball also just hired Mike Bibby to be their new head man for this upcoming season. Tennessee Tech softball beat Bellarmine yesterday in run rule fashion 9-1 in 6 innings. McKaylee Harris drove in 5 runs for the Golden Eagles, who improved to 11-23 with the win. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank.
TRN News.
Thousands are reportedly without power across Middle Tennessee due to severe storms. The volunteer state as a whole reporting over 22,000 customers lacking electricity. Meantime, several schools have issued either delays or closings, with Cheatham, Humphreys, Smith, Stewart, Trousdale, and Wilson County schools closed for the day. We're following the storms that struck Memphis overnight.
Heavy damage reported north of Memphis in Lake City, Arkansas, and a number of tornado warnings were issued in West Tennessee Wednesday night.
We're already seeing winds that are still very strong. There's still a lot of energy in the atmosphere with all these storms. There's still enough lift. There's enough support for severe weather to actually occur.
Coverage from Fox 13. We are still looking at possible flooding for days. I'm Jack Crumley.
MLGE reporting over 8,500 customers without power, and the worst spot is primarily between Norris Road and the Mississippi-Tennessee county line. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
We first opened about 10 years ago. We were small, just a few of us, but it was exciting. I always dreamt of having my own business. It was kind of slow at first, but things started picking up. We had big plans, but in our wildest dreams, we never thought we'd have this much work. Yeah, with so many businesses caught off guard by the storm, Reed Waste Management has never been busier.
What will become of your business after a disaster? Nearly 2/3 of businesses aren't prepared for an emergency, and 40% of businesses that experience a disaster never recover. Make an emergency plan now, before it's too late. For a free online tool that helps you develop an emergency plan to keep your business up and running should disaster strike, visit ready.gov/business. Brought to you by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the American Red Cross, and the Ad Council.
We've continued to follow the storms that struck western Tennessee and all of the volunteer state.
A rough night in Memphis with a number of tornado warnings issued and funnel clouds spotted in West Tennessee.
We've seen severe thunderstorms, we've seen tornadoes, and folks are just now surveying the damage. If you're doing so, make sure you do so safely.
Coverage from our news partner, Fox 13. Behind that line of severe weather, heavy rains continue, bringing flash flooding concerns that'll last until Sunday. I'm Jack Crumley.
Metro Nashville Police put on the final report of the 2023 Covenant School shooting. March that year, a 28-year-old woman killed 6 people, including 3 children, at the school in Green Hills. According to the report, the shooter didn't have a manifesto or any document explaining the reason for the attack or why she targeted that school. Detectives worked to determine if she was sane and said in the report she was looking for notoriety. Investigators found 2 shotguns in her family home and a suicide note. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. A wind advisory will go into effect later this morning. Winds will be out of the south today at 15 to 25 miles per hour with gusts to 45 miles per hour expected. Skies will be partly sunny with highs soaring into the lower 80s. Thunderstorms will be possible tonight. Storms could be severe with damaging winds, large hail, and isolated tornadoes possible. Lows will be very mild in the upper 60s.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:34.
Welcome to our studio, Willow Window Studio. Carlin Reel from...
You're welcome, Sheila.
Thank you. Carlin Reel from the Cookeville Chamber, and also Cale Summerlin. He is with Recreational Concepts. I mean, I can already get everything out. Anyway... Welcome, folks. I hope that I do better throughout this interview. It's like I'm new to this.
Yeah, right. Or it's like you got up at 5 a.m. or whatever time you got up.
Yeah.
No, thank you for having us. We're so glad to be here, and I'm so glad that Kale was able to join us today. We've got the Chamber has a really exciting event coming up next week, and Recreational Concepts is our generous sponsor.
Yeah.
What they do is incredible, and that's why I was like, Kale, you need to come on with me.
Most definitely, because you guys do, is it playground equipment and things like that? What is it?
So we do all recreation equipment. So we do it indoor, outdoor. If you can think of it, we can build it.
So it's for anybody.
Oh yeah.
So you can build a mini putt course at my house.
If you want, we've done it. Like
it's pretty cool.
I bet you have you done any like someone's are they like, you know, I'd like a putting green.
Oh yeah, we offer
that.
So, yeah, what's the most unique thing that Recreational Concepts has built for someone?
Okay, that's a bold question right out of the beginning. So
way to go, Sheila.
So the first thing that's coming to mind, I'll give you all two things. So the first thing that's coming to mind is we designed a custom playground out in Memphis for a private school for Lausanne School is what it's called. And it's a playground that, if you look at it from the top, the turf under it, like the artificial grass turf, looks like the world.
Oh.
And then the playgrounds over each country represent something from that country.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That sounds awesome.
This isn't like your...
Well, where can we go from there?
Right.
Like your old school playgrounds.
Right,
These
yeah.
are like your...
When I was growing up, they just put rocks
That's what I'm saying. It ain't that no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not climbing trees. Yeah.
Here's a metal swing set and some rocks, kid.
True. Yeah.
Metal slides.
Try not
Oh.
Try not to get hurt.
Yeah. And now it's like you've got that stuff that's padded and all that.
There's a lot more safety features in that deal on with playgrounds anymore. I was at one of the churches here recently, and I'm sure you've done several church playgrounds.
All right. I'm curious which church it is.
It was the one in Allgood.
Hope Church?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that one.
That's a
So
great
it's
one.
Part of that one.
So there's some sort of thing there you can do, and of course I didn't get on it because I'm a grown man, and that'd have been weird. I didn't have any kids
Far
with
too
me.
mature for that, Jason.
Well, I wanted to do it. I'm not too mature to do it, but it was almost like it was a zip line
Oh yeah.
kind of looking thing. So that's y'all.
Yep, that'll be us. That's a zip cruise. So.
Oh, a zip
Oh, a
cruise.
zip cruise.
I was close.
And there's a big, and correct me if I'm wrong, but a big accessibility factor too. They want everything to be accessible to kids, no matter kind of what, physical situation they're in.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So any kind of play space we make, so whenever you say accessibility, people think of like wheelchairs, right? Wheelchairs, ADA. However, it goes beyond that because we basically the playground company, which we, like I said, we do a lot of recreational equipment, but Landscape Structures makes the playgrounds that we sell and design and install. But we try to make sure that like they are like Landscape Structures works with professionals. They work with like educators to make sure that this is appropriate for kids with like autism, kids with like sensory differences. Like we try to make sure this is like literally for everybody, and also like for their parents and their teachers. Like you don't want a kid getting stuck on a playground that a parent can't get to.
Oh yeah, I've been up in a many play places at the McDonald's.
Oh no!
You remember when McDonald's was fun and they had play places? Oh my son, when he got up there and freaked out, had a freak out moment.
That's okay.
It was hard to reach.
It was, but I made it. I made it up there to him.
Well, you because you got to do what you got to do.
You gotta
But
do
how
something.
nice would it be if they would have thought, okay, an adult is this big around, not
Yes.
the two being in.
I always thought they should put trap doors in there. That way you can you just get close to where your kid is,
Take that back to the office.
and then you're able to, ping pong or something. And
Hang on, I'm coming. Okay, you can drop, and then there's a mat down there to catch him.
Yeah.
A little trampoline.
I thought that would be a cool idea, but also it was I'll be real honest. It was fun to have an excuse to get up in the play place.
Right.
See, he's not that
It all
mature.
makes sense.
And then because
Carlin was giving you a lot of credit for being mature.
go down the slide. There's no backing out of it.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
You had to go down the slide. That's the only way I could figure to get out.
I mean, why do you guys think I work for a playground company?
Yeah, I was gonna
They need
ask.
someone to test it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I bet you
Great
have.
job.
Because you have to. You got to make sure it's sturdy, which
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure it is. It sounds like I love that it's recreational concepts because the concept is you make it bigger, better, and also safe, and you're aware of who all could get on it.
Apparently educational now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, my goodness.
No, that's like what goes into all of these things. So that's why we wanted to support the state of the early education is like designing. We design these things like to educate kids because kids at such a young age, like that's when you're learning, and so you want to like challenge them. You want to like give them exercise, but also you want them to have fun. You want them to have
Fun and not even realize they're learning at the same time. Because I mean, that's the best kind of learning when you're having fun too. So, do you have like a screen that you put blueprints on and you design that, or I mean, who is your designer?
We've got a whole team of designers.
Yeah.
Sounds
like just a very cool, thinking outside the box group of people.
Oh yeah. And so we've got like 3 guys in there, and they're 3, 4. I don't know. we're getting a lot of people, but they're in there and they're just cooking up good ideas. And
I wish my high school counselor would have said something about, hey, you can grow up and design playgrounds.
Right?
That'd be cool.
That was not an option.
Yeah.
Well,
when I was in high school.
Because
so.
they threw rocks in there and that was ours.
Right, yeah. When we graduated, that's when they thought, you know what? I bet we could cut up these old tires.
True.
There's got to be something we could do with these.
We can cut up these old tires. Maybe these kids won't get hurt as bad.
Right. Stick that up under there.
They're still belted radials.
Right.
There's wires sticking out of these things.
Still belted radials.
Yeah.
Well, and that's exactly why whenever this event came about, and we were talking with Corby King and those from the school system about early education, so that pre-K through 6th grade demographic, we were like, well, who better than Recreational Concepts to partner with us on bringing this event to our community?
So are you guys based out of Cookeville?
oh yeah, we are literally 5 minutes down the road.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
So we're based out of Cookeville. We love
Tennessee
it here.
Tech grads, Cookeville High School grads.
All of the
so,
above.
yeah.
Our CEO was a Cookeville High School grad. Our founder was born and maybe not born. He was raised in Cookeville.
Who is the founder?
So Dan and Sheila Stewart are the founders.
Okay.
Of Recreational Concepts.
I got you. I know them.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You know
never
Sheila?
know. The name sounds familiar because it's Sheila is my name.
No, I went to school with their son. They got a son that's about my age, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and that's the whole thing, right? Is like there's these grandiose projects and this company, right? Then you're like, oh my gosh, this is literally located in our backyard. I mean, actually right down the road.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't know.
The road.
I went to college here and I found out senior year.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got a
absolutely.
job.
Yeah, absolutely. But
It sounds like you got a fun job. I know we're supposed to be talking about thing, Carlin.
well,
but
no, and this is what we wanted to kind of piece all the parts together. And so the event is next week, next Thursday, and it is focused on early childhood education. So everyone's been asking about the pre-K program coming, the old Parkview School, located right there in the middle of town, And this is going to be an opportunity, kind of what we say, to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Corby King, superintendent, of course, Jill Ramsey, school board member, and then some other thought leaders in that pre-K world with Putnam County Schools are going to give us some really good updates.
We'll tell you more about that coming up here in just a little bit. We'll talk about what that is, and we'll quit talking about playgrounds.
That it was a fun conversation.
For just a second.
What are we talking about playgrounds for?
We'll get back to it. Don't you worry. That's all coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:44. Y'all hang out. We'll be right back.
Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Looking for talented individuals who would like to join our team? Contact us today. Visit tnelevate.com.
When it comes to instant things, you either like them or you don't. Like instant coffee, instant messaging, or instant potatoes.
Oh, these are awful. This tastes like paper mache.
But there's one instant thing we all agree on, and that's money.
Wow, this stuff is great. It's so green. Could I get some more?
So if you're a fan of instant money, play instant games. With 4 new games and chances to win up to $500,000, you could be on your way to some really fast fun. The Tennessee Lottery, game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-Window-1.
Warning! Inflation is back on the rise. The national debt is spiraling out of control. The stock market has been at an all-time high, and wars continue to rage across the globe. Experts are predicting a massive economic crash for 2025, and you should be ready. Will you sit on the sidelines and wait, or will you take action today to help protect your hard-earned retirement savings? Right now, you can get a free gold and silver kit from the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco, where you'll learn why tens of thousands of hardworking Americans and even the world's central banks are turning to precious metals to help protect and diversify their money. Get your free gold and silver kit from Goldco by visiting HannityGold.com or calling 855-815-GOLD. You could even receive up to a 10% instant match on bonus silver for qualified accounts. Don't let your financial future slip through your fingers. Learn why so many Americans are diversifying with gold and silver today. Visit HannityGold.com or call 855-815-GOLD.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. We were talking, just not to y'all.
Y'all should see behind the scenes. Oh, crap, it's time to go. We need to be on the air. That's how professional we are, y'all.
And then they'll wonder why we're turned into a Christian music station.
God's got us.
God's got us. That's right. Yeah, Jesus take the radio station.
Yeah. Carlin Reel with the Cookeville Chamber of Commerce is in here with us, as well as Cale Summerlin from Recreational Concepts. They're the big sponsor of the luncheon that's coming up next Thursday from 11 to 1. Early childhood education is going to be the theme, and you have some great speakers, Carlin, that's going to be a part of this. You had mentioned Corby King, superintendent.
I like the transparency of all this too, because it gives the parents an option to come and listen. And is there a Q&A too?
Yep, absolutely. So there's
that's fantastic.
a place to submit questions on our website, and of course, we consider all questions as long as they're appropriate.
Right. Yeah.
But yes, that's exactly what it is. Jason is just trying to provide an opportunity for parents, businesses, members of the community to really hear the updates again straight from the horse's mouth. So yeah, Corby King. So he'll also give a general update on Putnam County schools in general. Kind of hit some of the high points as we're kind of wrapping up the school year, which will be great as always. But then yes, he's looped in pre-K coordinator Allison Painter and then pre-K curriculum supervisor Diana Wood. I don't know if y'all know Diana. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's really great.
She's great.
She's my doctor's wife, Dr.
Wow.
Kenneth Wood. And she's been in the school system for quite some time. She's just really smart, brilliant person.
Well, and they're the ones that are really bringing this new program, the new pre-K opportunity as far as implementing it and trying to figure out the different moving pieces. And so they are, again, thought leaders and are really, really awesome gals that are going to be talking about the early literacy initiatives and just the whole pre-K experience and what folks can expect out of that building.
Well, I think that's great because parents they need to know what their kids trying to learn. One, to try to help them out, and because honestly, once my kids got into third grade.
Yeah, right. You're like,
you're on your own.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, kids. You're way past where.
Well, and what it is now too, what they're learning in pre-K is what some of us learned in first grade.
Yeah.
So they're coming in so then these students will be prepared for kindergarten. They're already knowing how to, spell certain words, and the alpha, all that foundation has already been laid, which I think is, again, that long-term effect is going to be incredible for the education of our students, which our students now, right? Amy always says our students today are our future workforce, right? They're our workforce for tomorrow.
Right.
So really trying to lay these foundations so that we can meet workforce needs, for the years to come.
And Putnam County's done a great job with that. We were talking about that earlier about, of course, this is more high school, but they're able to graduate from high school with
my goodness,
HVAC training, and they go straight to work. And if you've had any work done on your heating and air, those guys get paid.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And well, they do.
Yeah, I love it.
And and there's a great need for that for these trade people. I'm sure Recreational Concepts, even there's tradesmen or tradeswomen.
Yes.
That
thank you, Jason.
You're welcome. There are a lot of lady welders out there. I'll be sure to support them.
I think that would be fun.
And so I mean it's needed in so many different ways. And I read that for every 5 that retire or stop, they're only getting replaced by 2 people.
Yes.
So for every 5 we lose of some of those
we
older
need more.
guys, we only get 2 back.
Right.
So there's a shortage of that. Even I can do that.
Means they get paid really well.
Right, exactly. So, but it's interesting that, even in early childhood, to give them that opportunity to grow and think.
Yes, plant those seeds.
And dream big.
Yes.
Dream big, yeah, that's right.
Which, as far as the Chamber's mission and the Highlands Economic Partnership, that is one of our biggest pillars of programming, really, is that early education and really trying to bolster that workforce pipeline and trying to, open kids' eyes, right, to the many possibilities as far as their future. It's not just a 4-year institution. It's not just this. It's not just that. That there's a huge.
Well, the state's done a really good job, I think, of opening up a lot of doors, and then I'm sure Corby will want to talk about the voucher program a little bit.
I'm sure he will. Yes.
I understand it, but I'm also confused by it.
Yeah, me too. I hope that, and I think that's great that you guys are having the luncheon too, because there are a lot of questions, a lot of misunderstandings, and to hear it, like you said, to hear it from the horse's mouth, like they know how to explain it, they know what's going on, and it's an educational thing for us too, as adults and parents.
Well, and it's important too for our business community to also know what's going on, to be invested in our schools. Because again, these students will one day, we want to retain them, we want them to stay in Putnam County, and so for everyone to be well versed on what is being offered in our community, the challenges, the successes, both, we find it really important. But yes, the voucher program, the third grade retention, there's a lot of big topics as far as general updates.
Third grade's a big deal. I don't care what anybody says.
It's a tough one. It really is. Truly.
Why did you get stuck on third grade for all of a sudden? It was like
Third grade was my worst grade.
Yeah.
Really?
Because you had to learn your multiplication tables. In third grade, remember that?
Yeah. Oh.
I didn't see the playground for 6 months.
Oh, no. Why? Because you didn't learn your multiplication, Jason. You didn't study.
Right.
Right, he says.
100%. Yeah.
And as Kale knows, you don't want to miss out on the playground.
Right.
No.
I was going to ask you guys.
It was just dirt and rock.
Well, yeah.
But
It wasn't anything like recreational concepts can create. I was thinking, how far of a range do you guys serve as far as this area?
Yes. Okay. So like I said, our office is 5 minutes down the road.
Right.
But we serve literally all of Tennessee, all of Alabama, sometimes Kentucky for certain projects. And so we are, and we're only a company of like 21 direct employees.
Yeah, I love that. It's so many people in the Putnam County or even Upper Cumberland region that really services so many different states. I mean, there's so many businesses here, and you can attest to that with being with the chamber. It's amazing how many smart
secret
folks.
businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I call them, secret businesses.
And
Because
see, we see all these great playgrounds, and it's probably done by recreational concepts.
Yeah, all good. Or Hope Church. I'm trying to think. You've done.
Yep.
Tell some of the.
So we've done we've done
locally.
Hope Church. We did the Rivers Playground. We did an indoor playground at Life Church. We did. There's like this weird like arch one that's like turquoise and orange at Cane Creek. That one's awesome. We did that. What else did we do?
Those are all just local.
Yeah,
I
these
mean,
are
that's
just
just-
local ones.
Like, that's just in the city.
That's the
limits,
ones
so-
we'll know.
You guys know the
Yeah.
the Nashville? You have ever been in the Nashville Zoo? So
Yes.
we did that one.
no way.
Yeah, no, we did that one.
That's
So
awesome.
the one's like a big face and a tree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's our playground.
That is elaborate.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that one earlier. I was like,
Yeah.
there are two big projects, so out of the box thinking here.
Yeah.
And that
I
is
love it.
that's pretty. Do you ever like order something and then it come back not exactly right, and you're like, well, what do I do with this?
Well, that's why we have the project manager. So he deals
Make
with all
sure
that.
everything.
Well, I didn't know because I don't know if you had like big face seconds. I'm like, well,
Just an extra
well,
one.
we can't use this.
You
what do
want
we
one in
do?
your yard for your grandkids?
Yeah.
You're like, hey, do you have the seconds?
Yeah, let me show you this picture of my grandkids. Don't you want them to play on this for no money?
I love it. I'll take that off your hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
What else you gonna do with this?
Jason's always thinking he's an entrepreneur too.
Absolutely.
Unless it's a toothless one, then you can use that at one of the playgrounds in Alabama.
Good on-
You see Kale's face. He's like, oh my goodness,
none
that's
of them
some
are
of my
listening.
clients.
He's like, I didn't say that. I love it.
I ran off all the Bammers quite a while. Just Jerry Salmon's the only one who's still listening. He's the only one. Yeah.
So funny. I love it.
But you're talking about being a secret bit. I know you're not a secret business, but there are, as Sheila was saying, so many things that get done here, Cookeville, Putnam County, that you wouldn't ever think about being from here.
Right.
That's doing business all over, not only Tennessee, but all over the world.
Absolutely.
It blows my mind every
Well,
time.
and that's what we're seeing is just that, at the chamber, as far as an influx, not only of new businesses, but businesses expanding, trying to find more space, trying to, hire more employees. And
Right.
so it's definitely a great time in our community.
Yeah, it almost feels like we're in some sort of weird bubble because if you turn on the news, all hell's breaking loose. And you look around here and we're like, well, I mean,
We're doing, yeah.
seems like we're doing all right.
I mean, Lazy Cow's opening over there. They're
Right.
gonna have sandwiches
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Did I read that right? It
Right,
was
I
on the
know.
sign.
They're
I
gonna
want
have
a I want a
sandwiches
Lazy
now.
Cow sandwich.
Yeah, who doesn't? And they're building it right across from the station. I'm on a diet,
For now.
For now.
and I'm like, God, why do you put these temptations in front of me?
God does not tempt anyone.
Yeah, it's that other one.
Why do you do
The
this?
devil.
Why are you doing this, Satan? Not today, Satan.
Not today. Well, and that speaks to our community. I mean, Cookeville, Putnam County, the Upper Cumberland, very pro-business, whether it's local government, whether it's consumers, whether it's the chamber, very much trying to.
It makes you really proud, though, that there's so many great businesses around that do jobs for not just this area, but sometimes all over the world.
Carlin, we've got about a minute and a half, so I want to be sure that we hit this event one more time before we...
So Signature Luncheon, State of Early Childhood Education, next Thursday. Folks can purchase tickets. Of course, lunch is included with your ticket at cookvillechamber.com, or of course you can call the chamber. And then for businesses out there looking to do some networking, we've got a slew. I mean, our spring and summer schedule is jam-packed. Everything from free coffee events to golf tournaments to... We have some other...
I always want to come to the coffee event.
It's just so early. I guess y'all are working, so...
Here we are here.
Y'all should just do it here one day.
Just do it here at Willow Window one day.
Have like a rolling door. I love it.
And we'll just come out and say, hey,
Yeah.
come on in. We'll have a rolling, guest.
Yeah. Everybody gets 5 minutes.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like speed dating.
Even yeah, I love it. Well, and then the only other thing I want to mention really quick, just to kind of hint at it, we do have another luncheon coming up in June on the intersection of transportation and growth, which I'm kind of, not baiting people, but everyone's talking about, especially on this road of Willow, right?
Oh, God.
We've got T-Dot coming in to speak with some other, Lauren Wheaton and all those folks, but definitely want to plug that and be on the lookout.
Y'all have a great rest of your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow here on Good Morning Cookeville. Bye now.
Bye.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good Morning Cookeville, W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB Cookeville.